Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Today, we're going to delve into one of the most famous and controversial paranormal cases in the world, the Enfield Poltergeist. Some people swear it's all real, while others are convinced it's a hoax. The story takes place in the late 1970s in the Enfield district of London. Reports talk about floating furniture, chilling noises, and a child who allegedly hovered in midair. This bizarre situation attracted journalists and paranormal investigators from all over. So, if you're ready, let's explore the spooky details of this case together. Let's start with the context. The year is 1977. Enfield is a modest neighborhood in North London, filled with small two-story houses. Peggy Hodgson, a single mother, lives here with her 4 children in a small home. The family isn't particularly well off, but they're getting by in their own quiet way. Everything was normal until one night, the Hodgson family started hearing strange knocking sounds and thuds coming from various parts of the house. At first, they assumed it was just a prank or some strange coincidence, but very soon, these noises escalated into something that grabbed the attention of the whole country. In August 1977, the family began waking up to knocking sounds, banging noises, and crashing echoes coming from nowhere. Initially, each person pointed fingers at the others. Who's making all that racket? But eventually, they realized the noises were coming from places no one was standing. One of the spookiest early incidents was a chair in the living room moving by itself. No one was touching it, yet it slid across the floor. Peggy, the mother, thought her kids were playing tricks, but as the incidents got worse, she finally called the police. The officer who arrived didn't expect to witness anything like that, yet even they reported seeing the chair move on its own. Yeah, it's a beautiful the imagery. That was a game changer because now it wasn't just the family's testimony. There was an official police report backing them up. Rumors spread throughout the neighborhood. Journalists and curious neighbors showed up, and so did paranormal researchers. The most famous among them were Maurice Grosse and Lyon Playfair. These two spent a significant amount of time in the Hodgson home, observing and documenting what they saw. They later wrote about their experiences in books and interviews. According to them, the paranormal activity centered mostly around the Hodgsons' younger daughter, Janet. At some point, this ordinarily quiet girl started speaking in a deep, adult male voice. Is this a spirit possessing her, or is she faking it? That question kept researchers busy day and night. The events in the house weren't just anecdotal. Journalists and researchers captured some photos, audio, and even video footage. For example, there are photos said to show Janet rising from her bed, supposedly levitating in midair. Skeptics claim she's just jumping, while believers argue this is genuine evidence of levitation. There are also unsettling audio recordings. In them, Janet speaks in what sounds like the voice of an older man, someone calling himself Bill, who says things like, "I'm Bill, this is my house." Experts who reviewed these tapes argued that a normal child's vocal cords couldn't easily produce such a voice. Others, however, point out that Janet might have been able to strain her vocal cords to create the effect, indicating a possible hoax. Unsurprisingly, plenty of people labeled the whole affair a hoax. Some claimed they saw Janet and her sister Margaret faking the knocking sounds on the walls. Others suspected the family members were the ones moving the furniture. On the flip side, those who believe in the haunting argue that it would be nearly impossible for a mother and 4 kids to maintain such an elaborate deception for so long. Plus, the official police report and statements from neighbors add extra weight to the possibility that something genuinely strange was going on. The media jumped all over the Enfield Poltergeist story. Newspapers ran front-page articles, TV stations featured segments on it. People who love creepy stories started flocking to Enfield, hoping to catch a glimpse of something supernatural. Meanwhile, locals grew frustrated with all the attention. "We feel like our neighborhood is turned into a tourist spot," some complained. Paranormal enthusiasts, however, were thrilled. Over time, the story evolved and sometimes got exaggerated, and it became almost legendary among believers in the supernatural. For more than 100 years, Crimson. So why is this case still talked about decades later? Cases with so many witnesses and so much media scrutiny are rare. From police statements to photographs and audio recordings, there's a ton of evidence fueling public interest. Some people are naturally drawn to unexplained events, while others remain adamant it's nothing more than an elaborate fraud. In the end, the Enfield Poltergeist case remains a mystery. For some, it's undeniable proof of the paranormal. For others, it's a well-staged hoax. It's up to each of us to look at the evidence and accounts and form our own opinions. Personally, I find this story chilling, especially thinking about a child producing that deep voice or furniture moving on its own. What if the darkness behind the scenes gets indoors and the witches are real? You can't deny it. So what do you think? Could this really be a genuine poltergeist case or just a clever ruse? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoy this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to support the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.